Hey all, it's Jace. Today, I wanted to dive headfirst into one of the more popular topics in the Hytale community, whether or not Hytale will be the Minecraft killer. Honestly, this type of video seems to be a rite of passage for Hytubers, since basically all of them have videos on the subject. However, I wanted to give my 2 cents on the topic, as I think I may have some unique thoughts on the matter. With that said, be sure to like and comment if you enjoy. I love hearing all that you have to say, and I make a point to read every comment that I get. Be sure to subscribe as well. We actually cracked 200 subs last night, which I'm very thankful for, and we're already on our way to hitting 300. Again, I wanted to thank you guys because I'm honestly surprised I've gotten this far as is, and it means a lot to me that people actually enjoy the work that I do here on this channel. Now onto the topic at hand. Will Hytale kill Minecraft? The answer is a little complicated. First, we have to take a look at Minecraft and pick out some of its most damning flaws. As I'm sure you all know by now, Minecraft is an empire, an absolute titan in the gaming industry. It currently holds the record for most sold game of all time, even passing up Tetris. It even has 3 spin-off games with Minecraft Story Mode, Dungeons, and Earth, respectively, not to mention its merchandising campaign, which even sealed deals with LEGO to make sets of some of the structures in-game. With a game this big, killing it is going to be one hell of a task. To do so, the Minecraft killer would have to be both an improvement on all of Minecraft's core features and flaws, as well as a titan in terms of popularity. But what are Minecraft's flaws, and how can Hytale potentially mend these issues and build improvements to them? Well, one of Minecraft's most glaring issues is content. Ever since it was bought by Microsoft, the content updating schedule has grinded to a screeching halt. It now takes the developers at Mojang an absurdly long time to crank out updates. The Nether update, for instance, took around a year on its own to implement, while still only adding a handful of new mobs and biomes. The issue lies that this is one of Minecraft's biggest updates, but for the time it took to come out, the amount of content seemed rather lackluster. Let's be honest, you would think after a year of non-stop coding that the devs would put together more than 2 reskinned versions of a nether forest in 2 biomes full of large quantities of the same block. The overall design of the Basalt Delta and Soul Sand Valley biomes are leaning towards the lazy side of things. Again, both biomes are essentially just the regular nether, with different block types taking the place of netherrack. Admittedly, they both look cool, but the amount of variation of content between the biomes is somewhat thin. The most unique thing that the Nether update really added were the forests, which were an essential piece of making the Nether somewhat survivable, but it still just kind of fell flat. Now, on the surface, this may seem like a lot of content, but we should also consider that within literal weeks of the Nether update's release, there were already backport mods of all of the content added into the game in said update for previous versions. Essentially, a small team of a handful of mod developers were able to backport all of the Nether update's content into older versions of the game within weeks of the update's release. Whereas it takes Mojang, a large and well-funded team of developers, a whole year to produce that one single content update. All this goes to say that Minecraft is being starved of content right now. Even the upcoming Caves and Cliffs update is reportedly having development issues right now and may need to be cut in half, with the Cave update taking priority and the Cliff update coming later in time. In short, the Minecraft developers have been taking way too long to produce updates, which is leading to a content shortage in Minecraft. But how can Hytale mend this? Well, of course, when the game releases, there will be an initial flood of content, as players will have to discover all of its mechanics on their own. However, the developers will still need to be consistent with putting out regular and substantial updates to keep the players engaged. Furthermore, communication with the community will be essential to providing information on when said updates are coming out, so as to build up hype. In short, Hytale has the potential to solve this issue as long as the devs are competent enough to update the game regularly. The second main issue with Minecraft is the lack of exploration. The game itself is practically devoid of points of interest outside of villages, strongholds, small temples, woodland mansions, pillager outposts, and piglin bastions. Only a select few of these are even remotely interesting to explore, them being bastions and mansions. The jungle and desert temples, respectively, are essentially a collection of 2 to 5 empty rooms with a hidden chest or 2 and a trap. neither of which are very interesting, and both can be explored in under a minute. This leads to the heart of the issue. There's no one real reason to explore in Minecraft outside of finding new materials to build or new places to build in. Nearly every material in the game necessary to progression can be found within 20 chunks of your main base, reducing any potential need for explanation to little more than unnecessary. Hytale seeks to mend this issue by adding a complicated and in-depth point of interest system. Without getting into the techie details, the game will essentially prioritize the placement of interesting locations for the player to explore in the world generation. These structures range from dungeons to small houses or even mysterious elemental shrines, all of which contain rewards of varying value, thus providing a real, concrete incentive for players to explore, thus solving Minecraft's issue of a lack of exploration. I believe that if Hytale makes the appropriate moves to subvert these issues, that it will have a legitimate chance at toppling the industry titan that is Minecraft. That's not to say, however, that Minecraft could completely kill it. Of course, a game that insurmountably big effectively would be impossible to kill in terms of sheer numbers, but I do believe that Hytale has potential to strike a crippling blow at the heart of Minecraft and take a high standing place in the industry as its spiritual successor. There are only a few main issues holding Hytale back as of now, the first one being recognition. Since Minecraft has been around well over 10 years now, its name recognition is worldwide. There isn't a house with a computer that hasn't heard the word Minecraft before, and Hytale simply does not have that benefit. They are a new game that was announced in late 2018. Since then, the hype for it has died down significantly, leaving only the most dedicated fans to keep the train rolling. If Hytale is to have any chance at overtaking Minecraft, it will have to do a lot in terms of marketing to get its name out there. Potential outlet for this that a lot of people in the community have been speculating about is E3. Hytale has been painfully silent in terms of giving out new information on the game recently, which is leading many to believe that they're saving up for a presentation at E3 this year, backed by their owners, Riot Games. This would be very beneficial to the game, as it would help partially mend the issue of name recognition as well as stir up hype for its release once more. The second main issue with Hytale is the stigma around it. Ever since the trailer dropped in late 2018, the game has been rather obviously compared with Minecraft. Many refer to the game as little more than a clone or a cash grab of Minecraft. As such, Hypixel Studios will have to separate themselves from the Minecraft IP so as to subvert the stigma that their game is little more than a clone of it. If these two issues are fixed by the time of Hytale's release, I believe that the game will strike a crippling blow to Minecraft. And again, that's not to say that it would completely kill Minecraft, but more so become an avid competitor against it. In short, Hytale has the potential to strike at the industry's biggest titan and take the place in the pantheon of games to be remembered of all time. If, of course, it's executed properly. With that said, that's about all I have for today. If you guys enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and a comment down below, and be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that notifications bell so they get notified after all my new uploads. I love doing this, and I want to keep making videos for you guys, so be sure to tune in every weekend for a new Hytale video. Anyways, thank you guys so much, and have yourselves a damn good one. Peace out.